His ass rolled the window down. People was reaching in there, tearing his clothes off. They're pulling me. Tony doesn't draw. What? You know, Mike was in a lot of trouble, man, and me and Mike was cool over the years. I always hung out with him and talked with him, and like, I was the only one that ever called him the N-word and stuff like that. I just talked crazy to Mike, because he needed that, he just, hey man, hey, nobody got no time for that. So one day, Ramon called me and said, Steve, Michael want to talk to you. I said, what's up, Mike? He said, man, I need to go to church. I just want to go to church. He said, well, can you take me to church? I said, yeah, man, I'll take you to church, because Mike thought they was going to convict him. And he said, Steve, I didn't do this, man. I just believed him. I've never believed that about Mike. I know him. I've been around him. So I said, okay, man. So I called up my buddy Chip Murray that owns Chip Murray Episcopal AME Church. And I called him up. He said, Michael wants to come to this church. And I said, yeah, man, he wants you to talk with him and pray for him. I said, Mike, I'm gonna come pick you up and we can go to church. So Mike had took the entire floor of the Beverly Wilshire Hotel and gutted it and just turned it into his own place. So I came up there and Mike met me at the door on a moped. Because he was crazy, man. I said, he had another one, but he said, come on, let's go down to the apartment. I said, Mike, a moped, dog, I'm 6'2". What is it? It's just a little bit. So ride the moped down the end, we're gonna get up and go in the place. And I'm looking at this place and I'm going, this is incredible. He done gutted the whole floor and just made it his apartment. This is incredible. So I'm in there, man, and I said, Mike, we gotta go to church. It's black people, we gotta go now. We gotta get parking and everything. I said, Mike, did you tell anybody you was going to church? Oh no, I wanted it to be a secret. I said, okay, cool. Mike goes to get dressed and he comes out dressed. And I went, Mike, what you got on? So where you going, man? What is this you wearing? What's the matter? This is my suit. I said, what you dressed like Captain Crunch for? Where's you going with all these bars on your shoulders? That's no military. We're going to church, man. You got one stripe on one leg. I said, where your suit at, man? Black people, we wear suits, ties. This is all I got. Steve, this jacket is $20,000. I'm going, what? The dude would spend money on stuff. So I'm laughing at him. So we go get in the car. He said, man, this is great, man. Are they good? Do they have a great choir? I said, man, they be jamming. So we get down off the 10 and we turn on Crenshaw, and it's cars from the 10 all the way down Crenshaw, all up Jefferson Avenue. People all on the side. Where, Michael? I'm going, what the hell? I said, Mike, I thought I told you, ain't tell nobody. I never opened my mouth. Well, the preacher told somebody Michael was coming, and the word got out. Let me tell you something, man. It was people from Belgium, Argentina, Amsterdam, signs from everywhere. People from all over the world flew in to see this guy go to church. We get to the church, it's packed. This Easter. It's a regular Sunday. It's Easter in here, man. It's packed. So before the service start, I get him in the back with the preacher, Chip Murray. Chip Murray prayed for Michael. He told him, he said, Mike, you're going to walk away from this. He said, God knows what you did. You good, brother. You ain't good. And he was so worried. He prayed for him. Mike said, man, he says I'm going to walk away. So that's what these people, he talk God all the time. With this black church, man. So we went and they had a seat for us in the middle. And we sat down. And boy, this choir came out and they was jamming. And Mike's hair was in his eyes and Mike was just sitting there just rocking, man. He was getting it, man. He said, this is great, man. This is great. Oh my God. What are they doing? Phil, he knew every instrument. Man, they went from a D to an E flat. This is amazing. What? You heard that? Dog, he was in there, man. Oh my God. Why are those people jumping up and down? I said, they shouting. For what? Well, probably because you here. It was funny, man. So The whole church service, he was just rocking, man. He loved it. So Mike says, I don't want to talk to anybody. Steve, go out there and talk for me. I say, ain't no problem.
Got the right one.
Look, man, his microphones, man, I mean, everywhere. Everybody was there. Steve, we want to talk to Michael. He ain't coming out.
Not happening.
You know, hey, well, Steve, we want to talk. I say, hey, man, Mike said he ain't coming out, and he want me to talk for him. Steve, where's Michael? We want to talk to him. I said, Mike ain't coming out. We have questions for Mike. I said, Mike told me to answer all the questions. Why did he come to church? I say, you know, he liked church music. Why did he pick this church? He said he didn't, I did. I told him which one to come to. We don't want to talk to you, we want to talk to Mike. I say, hey man, tell you no more, Mike ain't coming out here. Now we ain't in the church right now, so and you know, this me back in the day before I had all these shows. I ain't had nothing to lose, dog. I'm lighting their ass up and I'm aggravated. So what is Michael doing now? He's talking to he's talking to the kids. About what? Why are they allowing children in the basement with Michael? I said, hold on, man. Where you going with this here? I say, press conference over. So I go in the back. So we talk with the kids along until Michael say, Steve, I'm ready to go. I said, all right, man. So I told security, go get the car, bring it around. And we get in the car. I say, Mike, listen, man, it's people all the way down here. I just want to shake their hand. I said, Mike, you can't shake these people's hand, dog. You know where we at? We're Crenshaw. This ain't what we finna do. So Mike's sitting over there and his ass rolled the window down. He over there by himself. He rolled the window down. Man, these people was reaching in, man, tearing his clothes off. They're pulling me. I said, roll your window up. Shut up all that whining and Mike, and roll your window up. You're gonna crush their hand. Man, their hand. But I got that window up and this dude's hand was caught in the window. Now the car picking up speed and the dude is running with his hand crushed in the window. Mike said, Steve, stop the car. He's gonna get hurt. Man, f*** him. We all gonna get hurt if we don't get out of here. So I told dude, speed up, man. So the driver sped up and I opened the window just a little bit and he got his hand out. He said, Steve, you were gonna drag the poor man. I said, didn't I tell your ass not to open the window? It is your fault, Mike. He said, you're crazy. You're just talking to me so crazy. I said, I'm trying to save your ass. You don't know how to fight in here talking about, they're tearing my clothes off. What is your ass you think they gonna do? So we get all the way back to the hotel and they take us through the back. And Mike done stepped in some gum somewhere. So we on the elevator and he raised his foot up and his gum down from his foot down to the floor. He said, Steve, there's gum on my shoe. I said, and what the f I'm supposed to do? I said, Mike, I don't get gum off nobody's shoe, man. But it's on my shoe. Now security, they up there laughing their ass off because nobody talked to Mike like that. But it's gum on my shoe. What the f I'm supposed to do? So, man, rub that off. The elevator opened and them two damn mopeds. I said, man, we ain't got time for this. Let's walk down here.
Tony doesn't draw. Tony doesn't draw. Oh yeah. Like and subscribe, don't be a. Like and subscribe, don't be a. Comment on this video. Tell me what you wanna see. Comment on this video. Tell me what you want from me. It's been fun rocking with y'all. I'm out.